Well, if you're like me, you go through a lot of test leads. And so I don't pay a lot of money for these test leads. They're just low voltage, low current in most cases. But one thing I do whenever I get a set of these things, so I picked up a couple sets over at the local Harbor Freight, $3.59 each. So I'll just pick one at random here. So what I normally do on these things is I'm going to pull this back, and as you can see, it's not soldered at all. Let me zoom in. So you can see they don't actually solder the leads in. They just crimp them down. And for very low current applications, it's probably going to be just fine. But I like to use a little more current in some of these cases. I might try to flow 5 or even 10 amps through one of these sets. And I did have one the other day that actually started melting the rubber right here because of the resistance between the wire and the alligator clip itself. So like on this one, it has enough leads sticking out that you can just add some solder right down in here and then tin up and solder these leads, and it'll be perfectly fine. But most of them don't have that much lead sticking out. So typically what I'm going to do is I'll try to just fold this open. And then that way I can pull the wire out. Now I'll go ahead and get it tinned. So next I've got this just clipped to a screwdriver, not that strong, but I'm just going to go ahead and try to tin the inside of this, get the solder to start taking. There it goes. There we go. That's what I wanted to get solder all the way around. Alright, then I'm just going to solder it in place like that. Let it cool for a few seconds. And then I'll just go ahead and recrimp these down just a little bit. Now I'll go ahead and do this to all the rest of them. Here's the reason why I solder all the leads. Look at this one right here. I'm not sure. Well, I see one small wire right there that might have gotten crimped. Otherwise, every other wire, no connection whatsoever. So I'm just going to fan these back over here. Then we'll just add a bunch of solder in here. And eventually it's going to take the tin of the alligator clip, will accept the solder. There we go. Now it's soldered good to the frame. I've got a good bond on the wire right there. So yeah, I think this one's going to be just fine now. So there's the quick and dirty method to not have to uncrimp it, pull the wire out, strip it, tin it, get it prepped, put it back in. So this way it takes about 10 seconds to solder it up. You can do the whole pack in like 2 minutes. And then I'll have some fairly decent test leads that I can use for several years before they just fatigue and wear out. Certainly hope you enjoyed this short little video. Everyone have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.